So you want bones, ore, and more smelting cores. Are we going to build the teleporter? Should we do that there? It is in the right direction, but it's not particularly close to where we're going.
Then don't do it till it is simple enough to tear them down, retrieve all the all the mats.
Can you stamina buff me? I'm gonna go for a run. Thank you.
Smell my armpits.
Okay, and that does motivate me to run. I think I can swim across an entire river in the night without dying in plate armor.
Can I watch you try?
Yeah, let's begin. All right, I want to know about this merchant thing. I need 850 gold, and I got to find a merchant, and I find a merchant by just running into the horizon until I see a merchant appear.
That.
Is that how you described it?
Seems like about the way I described it. You're right. Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. That's what I remember from that conversation. Was I just like not really paying attention?
No, I think that's a pretty good summary of the way I said it worked for me.
Okay. I'll find horizons and sprint at them.
It's probably not like I'm not sure that there's a better method. I am not aware of a way it's supposed to work instead.
Okay. All right, so I am exploring the dark wood, looking for. Jesus, I don't even know. We don't. You don't think we can handle the boss right now? I'm in tier 2 bronze with a weapon, but he crushed you, huh? What would make you feel safe enough to try the second boss?
6 friends.
Can't ever do that.
I don't have enough friends to do that. What would be?
I mean, it's quite a long run is the only reason I'm hesitant. Otherwise, we just try it now. It just feels like it's quite a ways away.
Well, the other thing to know is that the boss doesn't despawn, and he does heal. Or at least in my experience, he doesn't despawn.
Okay.
And so if we do it and he kills us 3 times and we say, gee, that was ill-advised, then we go back and he's totally fresh and we're,
I see.
He's out there like creating havoc in our absence and all that. So okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what he would do in our absence.
So from my perspective, we just hit the next tier of armor. We upgraded all the Yeti hide. I've upgraded the bronze stuff. I have a new weapon. So what is our next kind of sub-objective right now from your perspective?
I'm still carrying a crude bow. I would love to have a fine bow. I think they are unlocked for us.
What do you need to get a fine bow? Is that just fine wood?
Why don't I have that on my list even? There's something we have failed to unlock because there should be a fine bow available and a pick available. Do we have any core wood yet?
I don't know what core wood is, so I doubt it.
Would you go chop down a pine, not a fir, while you're in the dark wood?
Pine. Okay. I will attempt to
find
a pine. Yeah, I'm going there now. Black Forest.
I end up calling it dark wood.
I know what you mean.
Other things.
Ominous tree.
Right.
Yep. Ominous tree will find. Pine. Fir?
Nope.
Not fir?
Not fir. Pine. Because there's stuff I don't have that we should have, and I'm not able to explain it, and I can't I'm having a hard time figuring out what we haven't done to unlock it. Core wood is all I can think of, and I don't.
So I left a lot of bones in the skeleton location. Do you want me to go back and collect those? Do we need them?
Depends on what you're hoping to do. We're bound to find more of them.
Okay.
So I don't know that it's worth your effort to do that, but
Okay. But do bring some back. All right, I'm supposed to be looking for pine. Does pine look different than fir in this game in some way?
taller and with less branches at the bottom.
Okay.
Actually, we should do this like some of those old sitcoms, and I will have my half of the house, and you can have your half of the house, and mine will have like carpet and comfort 9,
And mine will be near the boss location.
oh well, as it turns out, accidentally kicking the beehive is a way to get stung real bad.
Okay. Yeah, Corewood just came in and added a bunch of things to my recipe list. Stag Breaker. That sounds exciting. What is that?
It's a weapon you'd like.
Ooh. Tell me there. Okay. So I have to pay attention then to other types of wood. So we have fir and beech. So what is fir drop?
Fir just drops more of the same standard wood, I think.
Okay. So beech and fir drop the same, but pine drops differently. I don't think I would ever have figured that out in a million years of playing this game without someone telling me that. I would just assume that since all wood has been the same thus far. I guess it hasn't. Really.
Well, it hasn't. Birch drops different than beech. One of them gives you the fine wood.
Okay. Kind of hate this run back and forth. There's no way to avoid that, right? Because the teleporter, unless we rebase closer, it doesn't do anything.
Right, which is one of the reasons I end up rebasing sometimes, is because it's a little obnoxious to have to do the right run.
Gotcha. Okay. Maybe we get an axe or a pick upgrade out of this too. This wood.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, is that there's a bow and pick recipe. I don't remember it that way, but maybe it's a core wood issue.
Okay.
I'm hopeful that it's a core wood issue, because I can't think of what else we've failed to do.
Okay. I set a forge up at the mine. The forges are pretty expensive in terms of resources. I take those skeleton tome loot things, and it's like 5 to build a forge and then 5 to build the charcoal thing. So yeah, I probably could set it up closer, but these will expire, and then the creatures will beat these up if they go and do that. If I go and set up too close to into like the forest kind of deal. So yeah, I think I could potentially set up closer. I was thinking kind of setting up maybe there. That halves my run, but I don't know if we're going to be here long enough, if I need enough of this or not.
Well, and that's the thing. We could tear down the kiln and the smelter, set it at a new location, but then you kind of have to defend that location some.
Yeah. Thanks, British Bulldog, for the resub. Welcome back, man. All right, what here? 69 months. Yep, long one. I got all the copper out of this location, maybe. All right, more mining simulator. Is part of this game's value in teaching children the value of education, so you don't have to become a copper miner when you grow up?
Teaches patience and discipline. All right, I am almost to the point where I should come help you. Maybe.
Huh?
Our chests are still a tragic disaster, but I at least have my bed out of the walkway and a roof over it and stuff.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck to do with myself right now. The problem is the return on copper is so long. Like bringing it up there, and I'm not sure we actually need that right now.
All right, well, why don't you hold off? Let's craft using what we have and see where that leaves us.
Okay. Maybe do a little bit more exploring the forest for now.
Yeah, we for sure shouldn't like waste your time overproducing.
Well, it depends. Yeah, I don't know what we need to get to that. Like, presumably I want a next tier of armor, right? I think these upgrade to at least 3 or 4. Because presumably the next forge gives me the next access to the next armor. Another skeleton hut. I guess I'm going to go get some more of those.
I might even jog over to the Dark Forest local and grab some of that core wood. So that I can check recipes for us real quick. Oh. Yeah, we're also missing a cultivator. Otherwise I could plant a garden.
Oh, fucking wrong weapon. So what does middle mouse with this one do? Ooh, a spinny attack.
Oh, look at that. Is that a big AoE?
I don't know. I think maybe? Kind of looks like it.
That's pretty cool.
It's a little clunky, but...
All right, so I think finding a vendor is pretty important. I think maybe what you do is you get back here and build yourself a boat and go like exploring some coastlines. And I don't know. You're thinking we go give the boss a try, hey?
I'm thinking that for me, for my sanity, I kind of like the objectives. So if the objective is we want to upgrade the tools first and then come back, that's fine. Or whatever it happens to be, I just kind of want the map of where we're planning on doing next, you know?
Okay. We need to have We need to see whether the core wood was sufficient to unlock the things we haven't got. So I'm going to run out to the dark forest
And grab a piece.
and knock down one.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
Closest black forest is just almost straight north of us. Hey.
Dude, I just AoE 2 skeletons and the summoner at the same time. That was pretty good. This weapon's sweet, man. I don't know why you've been holding out on me on this weapon. Giving me the knife when I could be using the two-handed death weapon here.
Well, I told you we were almost certainly going to want you to upgrade to something else, and I think depending on whether I'm tanky or not. Oh, I guess I'm not tanky. You are now.
I can move it around, don't really mind. I don't feel like tanky has done me any favors right now. It just feels like higher damage has done me favors. I'm kind of a little lost in this tomb. Alright, where's the main room?
So you don't...
I do your thing, I just got lost. I thought it was a good idea to do it by location. I'm just currently lost.
I'm such an asshole. Sorry, man.
Did I guess right where you were going with that?
I'm not sure. I was gonna say, like, are you using the mushrooms as your guide? But
yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. Fur. It's all fur. Huh. You might have the only pine in the world. I don't know.
I had to run a little bit deeper into the forest to find any. That's why I was asking how to look for them differently. It did actually help with your description, which I was surprised by.
Surprised that my description helped?
Yeah. I thought you were going to describe trees to me, and I was like, that's not very helpful, Kevin. But no, it was actually a difference in how the trees were, which is cool. Alright, I think I just cleared this one out again. I mean, we probably have enough. I don't know if you're coming this way. We could move the smelting machine a little closer, or build another one out here, or deconstruct the one we have at the other base and move 2 down here to do it twice as fast. We have to harvest copper. I don't know.
It's hard for me to judge. There's some pine. It's hard for me to judge whether or not we still have a ton ahead of us in terms of, how much in this tier we're gonna need.
I feel quite a bit stronger than the enemies here, right? I'm able to solo tombs. We're able to solo trolls. Those are the highest enemies that we can find in this area. It feels like we're ready for the next area to me, but I don't know that. Like, that's just my feel from the progression of the game. So,
well,
hey, Jerry.
we've got about 45 minutes. We could fine wood bow, bronze pickaxe, cultivator, stag breaker. Damn it. Yep. We were missing that.
Okay. I probably should head back to you right now. I've got another bit of copper that I can bring. I just left it at the location. So I cleared out that next tome. I don't really want to lose these. I've got another 9 cores. Which seems like a lot.
I'm going to mark pine on my map here.
And this is what we need to summon boss 2, right? Is the stuff we get from killing the grayling spawn summoners?
Yes.
Trophies, right? Grayling trophy or whatever?
No.
Yeah, it's called something else, though. I'll find it in a second. Dude, rips
But I think we only need one, and we've got, I think, several.
Okay.
All right.
I think it requires 3, chat. Yeah, probably right.
What's the 3?
How many it requires? Do we have 3? Do I need to go back and loot that one that I just left there?
3 what? I'm sorry, that's what I'm trying to follow.
Yeah, whatever the thing is that someone's boss number 2. It looks like a little plant thing that comes out of killing the summoners for Greylings. It's called a, if I can fucking find the item, I'll tell you.
Ancient
seed. Ancient seed. How many do we have? Yeah.
I'm just a few steps from home. 1 second.
Don't worry about it. I just looted it. I'll just bring it back. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Kidding me.
About what?
I'm having inventory management problems. I killed a... Hey, easy there.
Okay.
This comes as no surprise, should not be the next thing you say to me.
Yeah, that is very shocking, Kevin. Inventory management problems, you say, in this game? Well, nothing that a good pick can't fix.
Like a wedgie.
Mm-hmm. These Grey Dwarves need to get a hobby. Isn't just bothering me as I'm mining. Don't they have any sense of self-preservation?
You know, and the game describes them as these crazed, plant-based, evil, like weird things. I really think they're just druids. Every time you're like disturbing the forest peace, they want to shut you down.
Ridiculous. Fucking druids. Nothing good has ever come out of druids, has it? Dude, I wish I could easily tell. I wish there's like a sort by weight on this stuff. So you have core wood. You don't need me to bring core wood back. We're just unlocking the recipe, right?
Yeah, although it takes a lot of it to do the things we're going to be doing next. The cultivator is going to take me 5. Your bronze pickaxe is going to take 3. Okay, so we could probably manage without you bringing it back.
Okay.
If it's burdensome, don't. I'll just go harvest more.
Yeah. The problem is it's like I can't bring a lot of ore back with this amount of inventory, and it's a lot of running for the amount of ore. So it's like it feels really inefficient right now.
Yep.
I mean, we could wait till, do all these next couple things and go check out this boss. It feels doable to me.
I am content to go try it.
Okay.
If you don't want to invest in a pick and all that yet.
No, let's get that. Let's do that. That will be like the next day, and then after that we can move on.
Okay. The only problem is we've got a half hour left of
it might be next time perhaps. We'll see.
Yeah. That's my concern, is that even if we start it now, we might not be able to kill him in a half hour.
Gotcha.
I only see 1 of the ancient seeds here. So
I'm bringing 1 back right now. I think we need 3 though.
Really? I didn't realize that.
I'll keep an eye open though. I think the only thing that spawns them is the summoners, like the locations. But I know we wiped out more than 3 of those. It's just weird that we didn't loot them, I guess.
Yeah, I'm. That seems likely.
Go. Need more enemy types, Calric? Yeah, we do need some more enemy types. I'm thinking the next area might get us some more enemy types.
One of the most obnoxious things about this game to me is that you can't open a door or open a chest if you're holding your hammer. So if you're short of a particular mat, you then have to like swap out what's in your hand in order to, or if you just want to go outside and do a job.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't open the door holding that.
Yeah, the hammer interface is a little clunky because it also takes the last thing you built and keeps that on your screen. It doesn't like offer a really nice like click function to get away from that, right? It's like you're kind of stuck with that floating shit every time you pull hammer out.
Right. So I generally just pick some tiny thing.
Yeah, it feels like it
Just
needs
in
an
order
easy
to-
selection to like a different interface though.
Right.
Okay, so what else do we need crafting wise? I know you keep saying the things, but what are the components for that I need to go grab? Do I need to grab more tin? I'm coming back with copper now. Another 16. Yeah, Lamson, for sure. It's switching to that, but I don't remember that being like a right click. I remember that being like an interface menu kind of thing to find the repair. Feels like it should be really easy to just like right click out of that or something. Like it's so rare you want to build like 4 workbenches in a row, but it's every single time that you would like to have your hammer switch to repair mode when you're done building something, you know? Just seems like an interface failing. I do like seeing the fire like a long ways off. You know, as I get closer to the camp, I'm like almost there.
Oh yeah. I guess the hassle would be as if you're building like walls and it unset your wall every single time and you had to reselect that. It would be just miserable.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, maybe it depends on what you're building.
All right, let's. You're coming back, right?
I'm here.
Good.
Wait, how did I get 11 of 10 in the smelter? Nice. Did you upgrade it?
No. Here you go. Why don't you have a jog back over here and
There's a new bed over here. I see.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, got it.
I don't want to accidentally kill you out in the woods.
Yeah, it's be annoying.
Oops. Yeah.
All right, so money chest was up here on the top. Okay.
Top. Yep.
All right, and where was the ancient seed?
I think
I found it.
right. Yep.
Okay. And I also brought back some bone. You're collecting that in some location that I need to be aware of?
I tell you what, this chest that's sticking out has got feathers in it. Bones are like feathers.
Are they? Okay. What are you using to group that? Just convenience?
They are non-flesh animal products.
May I request that when we move from one location to our next location, we don't bring all of our old gear with us? Specifically, leather pants, leather tunics, and leather helmets?
Yeah, I could do that. Actually, you know, if you wanna stick those in your inventory and like throw them into the ocean as you run past on your way to somewhere else, so that like when I'm out hunting, I don't end up sucking them up again. I won't miss them probably.
So what you're saying is that you can't naturally leave them be. But
I
if I were
can't
to
bring
hide them
myself
from
to.
you, you might be able to resist looting them and putting them back in stock.
Well,
That's fine. I'll go throw them in the fucking river. That works for me. If that's what we have to do. 'Cause currently I have like
no,
25.
The problem is you take 4 steps out the back door. You throw them like where I'm gonna walk in 5 minutes, and then I end up with them in my inventory, and I'm like, well, I might as well just stick that back where it belongs, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to go kill myself in the middle of the lake with them on me so we don't have to have them ever again.
Just toss them out of your inventory. If you really want them gone, I'll take care of them, I suppose.
All right.
Really doesn't require a suicide. I can probably find some way to get rid of them other than that.
We're playing on Kevin's computer right now, Joe. Not really a strong decision either way, though. All right, no one tell Kevin where this is, so we don't have to loot these. So I don't have to open every single fucking chest repeatedly with the same 2 pieces of rough leather tunics in there. Okay.
You gonna die doing that?
Yeah, 50-50. Yeah, if I don't... Nah, I'm good. Control
Oh,
drop.
good.
Okay. Alright. I'm wet, cold, but I've hidden the leather tunic scraps from Kevin, so we're ahead.
That's beautiful.
Alright. What is our timing like? 20 minutes. Okay. So I need more copper and more tin, or just copper?
What are you hoping to have before we go?
I'm pretty happy with what I have. So it's kind of, what else did you want? I mean, I'd take a pick upgrade, but it's not a... I mean, it matters, I guess.
I guess I'm likely to fight with the bow, and you're likely to try to do whatever you do to fight. I don't know that I don't think you can tank it, and you don't have a shield, so you for sure can't tank it. So I'm not sure how you're going to actually help in the next fight, because
Okay.
I'm concerned you're not strong enough to tank it, and you also don't have a shield.
Well, I do have
I'm
a
not sure
bow,
where
so
that
we could
leaves us.
upgrade both our bows for that. Bows were really good on the last boss because it seemed like we didn't want to be in melee with him.
And you might have a different strategic plan once we get to it. You might say, "Oh, well, I think I probably can tank him," but
But probably not, right?
my experience was pretty shitty trying to get anywhere near him.
Let me just pull the door closed real quick. Owen's vacuuming right back. Not sure it helped
While
much,
we're
but it's
talking-
better than nothing.
While
Alright.
we're talking about organization of chests, did you notice that one of the chests is round blobby things?
No.
As
That's the organization
organizational
scheme. So some of them are by things that rhyme with bone, and other ones are round blobby things. And I'm just going to
Yes.
intuit these organization schemes. I mean, I'm trying to put things in the right spot, but man, where that is, feels like it changes every time.
Well, it does right now, because you asked me to make it better.
Okay.
The only way to make things better is to first tear them down.
Is that true?
Well, maybe. Certainly true in my work as a psychologist.
Okay.
That was a really funny thing to say.
Isn't it the
Well.
other people who are generally a judge of that? Don't you generally
Right.
figure out if something's humorous by other people laughing?
I think other people will be shocked and offended by that and not recognize that it was humor.
Ah, I see.
So I was just virtue flagging that was humor
Ah, that makes more sense.
or something.
So what you were trying
Hey,
to
I
say
could
is,
plant a
hey,
garden at this point.
so I saw that you planted the bee stuff, and I've never used that since. Was there other benefits
Oh,
to having it? Have you used any honey for any reason? Is it like
yeah,
a good?
I carry it around and I eat it. But
Is it a good
beyond
source
that,
of stuff?
um,
I guess
well,
okay. I gotta hover this. I gotta hover the food, don't I? Okay. Health stamina 1520. Meat is quite a lot better, double. Mushrooms are
and
the
the
same as.
duration and healing per tick is also useful information there.
Okay.
Um,
God damn it, trolls. Okay. I stood still for 1 second on a copper vein to check my inventory. I have 4 trolls and 2 grey dwarves, or 1 troll and 4 grey dwarves have showed up.
wow. Serious bad manners. But at this point, oh, you know what I could do? That's
What's that?
exciting. Do you have you don't even have a bunch of tin here. We might need to, oh, and now I'm going to have to defend our home. I see.
Don't like meleeing trolls. Doesn't seem super great.
Whoops, let's go back inside and have some food first, Kevin, before everyone kills you. The forest is alive, and they're here. To destroy your base.
How often do you die to trolls being greedy with taking extra shots when you should be running? It's like the only way they ever get me is I like stay for like another shot and then like get hit.
Pretty often when I'm doing a bow, I think, well, I've got the stamina to take this shot and still run away. And turns out I don't.
Let's see. Imagine missing trolls with a shot.
Have you put meat on the fire and then run away?
Yeah, it makes coal for you. I'm not gonna wait on it. Like I have way too much food in my inventory. It already like weighs me down on what I can bring back efficiently. Tanky bastards, aren't they?
I just found a treasure trove full of leather armor and old axes. This is great.
Nice.
That also was supposed to be funny.
I know. You're saying you found the stuff I stashed in the river. I was busy killing trolls. Couldn't spare the laughter. Alright.
You have returned.
JB from TO. Thanks for the 14 months.
Filthy smash.
It's filthy smash. Yeah, we're getting smashed by trolls right now. Alright, are we done this area? No. Okay. So I feel like I ask you this every like 30 seconds, Kevin, and I'm either you answered and I've forgotten or answered and not heard it. What do we need for resources remaining? Like a total of the stuff we need.
I keep throwing it back on you because I don't know what things you're going to insist that we have or not have before we move forward.
Okay.
I would love to have a bunch of core wood and bronze for I could start a list, I suppose. Cultivator, core wood 5, bronze 5. That's so we can upgrade food. bronze pickaxe, we probably need 2 of them. Bronze pick times 2. That'd be core wood 6 total, not each. And bronze 20 total, not each. And I'm of the opinion we should both have fine wood bows. That is fine bow, that's 10 core wood. Whoop, that's 20 total. Let's keep it in totals, not eaches.
Yeah, makes sense.
For deer hide, which we've got, and 20 fine wood, which is relatively easy to get. So, and that's not doing any upgrades on those things. That's just first level of each one. That would be 31 core wood, 25 bronze. That would be the major cost.
Okay.
Our current bronze is 5, and we've got 36 copper. So we would need tin and core wood as a priority.
Okay. So I'll bring this last set of copper back then, and then I'll go for a tin run. That's probably going to get us to the end of today's session.
Okay.
You're going to keep this list somewhere of the things that we're going to build before we go after this next boss? Because I would like to get to the next biome. That's exciting to me.
Okay.
Okay. So I did find that it was really cheap, the cost of building more cooking locations. So eventually what I did when I wanted to make meat, because meat was like super efficient compared to berries for like its value, what it gave you back, but I found the waiting around by the campfire was really annoying. So I just mass produced it in the end. So I built I found it easier to build like 10 cooking locations and do it all at once than it was to come back for me multiple times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we'll do that at our next location. We can convert all that raw meat that we have into something useful.
Some recipes require raw meat, so we wouldn't want to do that excessively, but we could convert a lot of it.
Okay. Has Kevin tried the survival game Haven and Hearth? I don't know. Have you, Kevin?
I have not. I've played Space Engineers a lot, 7 Days to Die a lot. I just bought Green Hell and haven't tried it yet, and I'm unsure whether or not that's going to be an interest.
Okay.
It sounds like it is super lot of penalty, and I love going into them blind. So like they say that figuring out what you can eat is likely to kill you over and over and over, and figuring out how to not freeze to death or whatever is. So it's
Okay.
it's an uglier version of this in terms of like figuring out and knowing how to actually survive.
I see.
So it sounds fun, but really kind of high penalty. Maybe that should be the next one we try.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not convinced I'm ever playing a survival game again after this. So.
Oh, wait, I thought we were just committed to this for the remainder of our friendship. No? Maybe those two are gonna expire at exactly the same time. I see what you're getting at.
I don't think that's mutually exclusive.
I think space engineers would be super good too.
Yeah. Well, I gotta figure out A, what I enjoy about these and how they differ from game title to title, and B, what makes them, which parts of them are streamable fun.
Right.
I believe I have spent 3 hours hitting a copper deposit with a bone pick today.
Well, yeah, and see, I guess that's the thing. I also think of these things as like social opportunity and companionship, and you can't afford the luxury of that beyond a certain point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see though. It's early days yet. I'm not worried about it yet. But before you try to get me to implicitly commit to another one, I just want to put that in perspective. So let's figure out what about these. Do you like Valheim? Valheim, I guess.
Who, me?
Yeah.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know how many like real grindy like parts you have to overcome. Like once you do this grindy part, is there a brand new equally aversive grindy part in the next zone? So far that hasn't been the case for me.
Well, copper mining isn't aversive. It's just a little tedious. So if we can figure out, like, if, for example, the next zone is we're mining, I don't know what the hell we mine. I don't even know which ones are composites that you craft and which ones are ones you pull out of the earth. But let's say we're pulling iron out of the earth or something, right? Maybe we just have to be a little bit more efficient for the way we do this. Because it feels like we could very easily do like a staging location. For example, if like the limiting factor for our progression is copper ore, for example, we don't need a location. We don't need to bring that back to the main location. We just need to bring it back to a location that has, walls or something, so they can't immediately destroy that, and a location for that. So maybe what we do is we bring the harvesting process close to each copper node when we go to the copper node, right? Break down the smelter, break down the other one, rebuild it closer, and make these runs like, a tenth as long.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way I did it in my main game. And my sense was you wanted to not have the time to relocate each time, or to even partially relocate. Like I have a mining outpost and a main home, and the mining outpost, but my sense was that wasn't your inclination, and so.
Well, it's the problem is I don't have the scope, right? So if you only need 20 bronze, you're not going to do what we just described. You're going to do the running back and forth from the location. If you need 5,000 copper, you're obviously going to do that, and you're going to do that the first chance you can. But with no real sense of how much of each resource we need, I have a really hard time figuring out when we should commit to relocating.
It's true, and I only barely know that better than you do, I suppose. I'm only, a zone ahead.
Sure.
So I don't even know what the next metal is.
Okay. But I think we'll go into the next one. Like, I don't know how, we might be nearly done with bronze is what I'm getting at. So maybe for the next one, the first time we find that next resource, we go hard, we move to that with the expectation that it will be a similar level of resource needed for that. Right. Yeah. So I don't know the percentage here, but let's assume that we're mostly done with this. I mean, I feel strong relative to trolls and feel strong relative to gray dwarves, so I assume we're pretty strong relative to this zone, to this biome. But I don't know that. It might be just optimism. Yeah.
No, we are definitely strong relative to this zone and could easily move out of this zone in terms of what we're doing in this zone. I think we're going to have a harder time in the next zone and a hard time with the boss. There's a hurdle.
Okay.
All right, what's your comfort now? 8. Check that out.
Improvements. 8. I haven't got it yet, but I'll see it when I get there. Comfort 8. Nice. Yeah. There we go.
Particularly over here, like next to the beds.
It's comfort 8 over here as well.
Is it? Good.
I see the chests are getting more. It seems more of an organization scheme and a less of we don't want it on the floor, so we put it in the nearest cupboard before the guests show up kind of thing.
Right. This is the round glob chest, just in case you were.
Okay. Resin and.
If you're carrying round globs, that's the spot.
Okay.
Planty sort of things.
Wait, there's now a wall in between where I need to go and there's a door. Jesus Christ. We have a whole wall. Like a whole house here.
Almost a whole house, yeah.
Nice.
There's a few spots where I can see sky, and I find it offensive. Did you notice the stacks of stone?
No?
What are you doing? Chopping down my house over there?
Just testing the durability of your build. All right. Piles of stone. Show me the piles of stone. Where?
Around back here. See? Beautiful stacks of stone. They're not even in the chest anymore.
Can we add skulls to this as decoration? I can't interact with them though. How do I interact with them?
You'd put your hammer on them and deconstruct them with a middle click, and you'd get all 50 back in your inventory.
I got you. I see how it works. Okay. All right. So what are we at? We're at T-minus 8 minutes, huh? Go. Well,
so
there is a troll cave southwest of us that's about 2 minutes run that is inside, so I can't kite it with arrows. Do we want to clear that, grab the amber, take the money off the troll, maybe get you tier 3 troll hide from that?
I don't think we can get my troll hide up because it requires a workbench level that we don't know how to make.
Okay.
Requires a level 5 workbench, and we don't know how to do that.
Okay.
So I'm willing to go try to work over a troll if you'd like. I might need to...
Let's do that real quick because we're going to run out of playtime here, and that's a pretty quick, pretty finite thing that gets us some more cash if we ever find a merchant so we can upgrade whatever it is. Southwest.
Okay. 1 sec, I'm right behind you.
Okay. Also kind of curious to see how this works. Feels like I can do a lot of damage to a troll if it's focused on something else and I have the 2-ender out. Like the backstab damage is pretty decent.
I'm
overall.
not... Are you hoping... like, you're supposed to be tank at this point. Are you hoping I'm going to get his attention? Because that's going to go super bad because you're wearing all the armor.
What's your total AC right now? I guess I'm at 33. I guess I can parry him.
26?
Yeah. So
do you want to grab a shield?
They're not that far off. The problem is I don't have a good one-handed weapon. So yes, eventually I would love a shield and a one-handed weapon, but I don't feel like farming for it right now. It doesn't feel necessary.
All right.
Where the fuck am I? Okay. Maybe just kill this troll. Take your food now so you have decent HP. I think we can kill it before it can do enough. If we don't try to kite it, if we just try to like engage it as rapidly as possible, I bet you we can kill it before it kills us. And the only reason why I even care is because it's on my map and there's presumably a fair amount of like amber and pearl in there. You know?
Yeah, we can
do it in the dead of night so we have all the debuffs.
Right.
Presumably trolls. Oh my god, I'm fucking trapped. Oh my god. Okay.
Well, just to make it more interesting, I'm bringing every Grey Dwarf and a pig.
Okay. All right. Shields are pretty strong versus trolls. I had trouble parrying. The trolls have like multiple attacks, and one of the attacks is not parryable, or you can't block it. It looks like an overhead sweep, and it like just did damage to me every time.
One of the attacks seems to be a ground pound, and I was wondering if there was a leap or something you had to do at that moment.
There is a dodge roll. It's just really clunky, it feels like for me. So you're probably supposed to invuln frame with a dodge roll, is what I imagine. All right, I am at the entrance to the troll cave. Does parry work like block? Yeah. Yep. All right. So what's your total HP right now?
Well, less because of him.
Okay.
Total HP is 106.
Okay. So I would like you to try to tank the troll briefly. I understand that my armor is slightly better, but I'm going to try to just stand behind it and kill it as rapidly as possible. Once you get down to like roughly, 1.5 troll hits, just let me know and we'll try to get it on me kind of deal, if we can.
Well, or do we,
I'm ready, by the way.
do we run out?
Yeah, we can do that if we need to, but let's first try tanking you down to a reasonable amount of HP, then tanking me down to a reasonable HP, then moving out. We can try to get a sneak attack on it too. You want to open with a sneak attack bow attack?
You bet.
I've never had a good way to like sneak up on trolls. Ready?
Ready?
Yep, go.
Go.
Okay, that's decent.
Okay, I took that okay.
Okay, staggered him.
Took that okay.
Okay. Fucking wreck with that one, but he's pretty low. Yeah, easy game, dude. All right.
Nice.
Deleted. All right. So now let's loot this cave and then probably call it a session, right? Do you want to grab the loot?
Ruby,
There's 2 chests over here too.
there's ruby under your feet. Ruby under your feet. 2 chests.
Yeah. More rubies over here. Pearls, amber. No pearls. Just amber and ruby. Coins.
Hey, some stone. That's good news.
Said no one ever.
Amber, good. You want to bring that torch back? I can't see.
Sure. I think I looted around the side all.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, let me just combine it. So I'm going to put it on the chest. I'll just put anything I lifted here because I think you already have coins. And so we get the stacks. Okay. Put it on the left chest.
I can't help you with... Oh, I can take the troll hide.
If you can't do it, I have plenty of inventory space. But okay.
I got all of it.
All right, cool. So that's probably us for today, huh? Okay. It's a good little 5-minute task, right?
I am surprised that went as well as it did.
Why? I feel like we're so overtuned for this stage. So maybe not.
Just because, like, trolls usually are pretty terrible for me. But...
Gotcha. Alright, I'm going to run back to base and log out there, I guess.
Yep.
Go.
Hey, that's a nice building. Oh, and it's got the Elder's mark on it for me. Great.
Yeah, that's where I found it. So you got that filled in now?
I do.
Nice. Swimming. It's the only problem I found with building on a lake. I wonder what the resources for the boat are. Are they expensive?
The raft is not expensive at all. Wow. I should, like, not run back into the wrong direction. The raft is not expensive at all. The other one requires, like, bronze nails and stuff, so it's a little more expensive, but not bad.
Okay. I want to try some yellow glowing mushrooms. I grabbed the mushrooms. We eat the mushrooms. It's just I got to be conscious of looting too much food because I did that a lot when I started, which just like grab way too much food and then I don't have enough inventory space to do the things I want to do.
One of the recipes is a combination of raspberry and blueberry.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
one of the cooking recipes that we haven't unlocked yet.
How do we unlock
So-
that when we've looted both raspberry and blueberry?
We need enough not raw tin. We need enough tin plate to make a cauldron, and we keep turning the tin plate into bronze,
I see.
and so we haven't built a cauldron yet, which would give you a really, really nice food.
Yeah, maybe make me loot those. I stopped looting raspberries ages ago because I was just literally tired of them in my inventory.
Yeah.
I seem to take a long route back here.
I don't. Yeah, we've only got 5 tin, and I believe. Let me get this in my inventory. Cauldron is 10 tin plate, and that's all.
Okay. All right. But I am back over
So-
here.
I think that was pretty huge progress, despite the fact we didn't necessarily tick off any of your great big items.
Why do you think that? What? I don't disagree necessarily. I'm just kind of curious what gives you that thought.
We unlocked a whole ton of new recipes. We have our building more complete. We have several upgrades, including something. I can't remember what the upgrade was, but I don't know. Feels like you've got a whole stack of Surtling cores here. We've got
Okay, I got you.
plenty of money for your belt.
Okay, so all right then. So we are very close then to having the gear we want for boss 2. It would be nice to have some slightly better consumables if there are some, like as you were saying, like blueberry strawberry mix or whatever the hell it was. Maybe that's for next time. We'll try to take that second boss down pretty early on in next play session.
I think that's probably where we are. That we get a little bit of tin. We do the cauldron. We make the mix. And I think we still have to collect for the fine wood bow.
Yeah.
I think that's necessary for the thing. I guess bronze picks we can delay.
I think bronze picks are probably a really good investment for us in
They
general.
are before the next zone, but not before the boss.
Okay.
And I think the cultivator is a super valuable investment because I can start making planting carrot seeds that we've got.
Okay.
Why are you stabbing? Why are you stabbing the walls? I have to go around and repair them.
All right. I think this is a good place to log for the day. Kevin, as always, appreciate it.
Super fun.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll see. We got to figure out what these look like long term. But for the moment, I'm enjoying the game, enjoying playing it with you. We'll figure out how we move forward in this. I feel like you are a very cautious individual when it comes to this, and I feel like I may be slightly more greedy for terms of moving forward. So next time.
Well, and I said I'm absolutely willing to follow your lead and have it go really great or really terrible, either one. I'm willing to follow your pace, not mine.
Okay. Then
so if you say, let's go attack them with our daggers and our leather, I'm all for it, man. And from here, I don't even have any real opinion after this boss because I haven't seen any more content.
All right, that would be pretty fun then. I'd like to work on our efficiency a little bit because I do like the game, but I do find endless ore mining kind of tedious. So if we're gonna do a lot of that, we'll figure out some efficient stuff for next playthrough. It sounds like, or next not playthrough, but next play session. All right, man.
Let me know your preference, and we'll do it that way.
Sounds good. Well, I'll catch you next week.
See you, bud.
Later. All right, chat. I'm enjoying that. Still figuring out how that's gonna look on stream. Yeah, so we're going to switch over to some MTGA for the rest of today is the plan. I reinstalled this last night and decided that I wanted to do some drafting, so we're gonna do that. Let me get